Welcome to Google Forms. Google Forms is a great way to do exit slips, check understanding, or do a class survey. They're really easy to set up. Once you're in Google Forms, you have templates you can choose from, or you can create a new one from the beginning. When you're creating, you can change the colors. If you've got a big purple fan, you can change your colors up here at the palette. If you want to change the image, it's under settings here to change any settings you want. First thing we're going to do is we're going to title our form exercise log. And then let's ask a question. Let's say, did you exercise today? It sets up default, yes, no, maybe. Or you can change the type of question. You have many things to choose from. You make it a short answer, you can make it a paragraph. Check boxes is rather new. This is where they can select more than one answer. You also don't have to go with yes, no. You can make up your own answers here. These are just suggested for you. Down here, you can make this a required question. Students have to answer it before moving on. If you want to duplicate your question, all you do is duplicate and then make a couple adjustments that you want to make. The other option you have is to direct them based on their answers. So if they have a yes, and we want them to answer specifically to yes and what exercises they did, then we are going to create a new section instead of a new question. And let's say this one is yes, I exercised. And I'm going to add my question. If yes, what exercises did you do? And here it says short answer. But I think we're going to use, for this one, the check boxes so they can choose more than one. So our first one is say jumping jacks. And then we have sit-ups, running. And let's make this one a required answer as well. And then let's make a new section for no. Title this one, no, I did not exercise today. And I want to add a question here. Nope, I just have to move down a little bit here. So my question is, if no, when was the last time you exercised? And over here, I can change this to the date. So students have to fill in a date. And again, I'm going to make that required. Now, if we answered no, we don't want to go to yes. So this is where we're going to decide the paths to our answers. There's these three dots right here. We're going to go to section based on answer. If they say yes, we're going to go to the yes section. If they say no, we're going to go to the no section. If we want to preview what we've done, we're going to go to the I here. It's going to take you to a preview. And I'm a student, and it's going to say, did you exercise today? Hit no, I did not. Hit next. And that's going to take me to my box for no. And it's going to say, when was the last time you exercised? They can type it in or they can select it. Let's say I exercised last Thursday and I hit submit. So they've submitted. Where in the world does this go? Well, right here under responses, you click on responses and it'll give you a graph and basically what is being answered. If you go to individual, it will give you the entire question and what they were answering. If there was more than one, they're all listed here. Or you can do a spreadsheet, which I think is the best way to do that. Let's go to create. This will keep it in your Google Drive next to your Google Forms. And here it's saying nope and yes, and it time-stamped it. For some reason, when you go to share, you'll ask for their email, and so that will pop in there for you. If you don't, then you might want to add what's your first name and what's your last name. So you're going to have a lot of no's and yeses for this quiz, for this exit slip. And to be able to differentiate who you're seeing, it's very easy to color code your columns. So today we're going to, let's go, for example, I have one ready for us. Reading with Flamingos. Here I have responses. I'm going to go to my Google Sheet here, or my spreadsheet, and the yeses are blues and the no's are going to come up pink. To do that, what you're going to do is you click on the column that you would like to color code, and you're going to go to Tools. You're going to go to Format. And you're going to go Conditional Formatting. And so here's our range, E1 through 106. And if the cell contains a text, let's say exactly, and we wanted that, say yes. And default to a color. So let's stay with the blue here. And hit done. And I did it twice. And then if we want to add a new one, the cell text is exactly, we change it to orange and hit done. And these cells are formatted to changing to this green color when the student punches in no, and it changes to this buff colored when they say, when they say yes and when they say no. So it can help you that way also. Another nice thing that I like using with the spreadsheet is if you highlight a column with your yeses and nos, you have an Explore button down here in the bottom right-hand corner. Here it has taken your information and has made graphs for it. And you can clip and drag, and it will pop it into your graph. So you can have a graph that goes along with your spreadsheet. So you can see a graph next to your yeses and nos. You do not have to have your cells color formatted in order to get a graph. If you have any more questions about Google Forms, please let me know. Thank you.